Welcome back to the channel. This is day 12 of NaNoWriMo. It's day 103 for me working on my novel. I don't have a lot to report today. It was a pretty easy, low-key day for the most part. I had to do a little bit of work outside, came in and did some more cleaning. I had dinner, pretty much random stuff. Built a fire because it's supposed to be really cold tonight, and then I started writing. Overall, the writing went pretty well. I was pleased with it. Nothing huge to report. I will say last night the writing went good. I was able to move the scene the way I wanted and come up with some ideas for a few future scenes. I kind of figured out more of how things are going to tie together. So the bulk of this video is going to be me reading a snippet from the rough draft. My brother had asked me to do that a while back, and I had been putting it off because I just haven't had the time to record that, and I wanted to choose something that I felt was okay to put out there without compromising the story. So anyway, I'm going to get into that and see how that goes. Hannah bit her lip and shifted nervously on the rug. She tried to brace herself for the violent outburst that was sure to follow. She looked up at them and narrowed her eyes. I wasn't referring to either one of you. Sarah knows who I'm talking about. The moment the words spilled from her mouth, Sarah was up on her feet. Her hands clenched tightly at her sides. She let the anger flow through her body like a song. The notes activated both her training and her reflexes, as if she were a robot turning on a set of programming. "You've got a lot of nerve," she said in a trembling voice. Instinctively, Rachel edged away from her partner in an almost unconscious fear that her rage might spill out in any direction. Hannah gulped, but held her ground and her gaze. To show weakness at this point would only encourage Sarah's aggressive tendencies. If it wasn't important, I wouldn't ask. More is at stake than you realize. It's not just about Jacob and Stacy. It's about the world, all of it. Sarah took a step forward. The glimmer of intensity in her eyes flashed like lightning forking down from a distant storm. Besides Rachel and my mother, my sister is the one good thing I have left in this world. You're asking me to put her at risk, to bring this madness into her life and basically paint a target on her back. No matter how the story spins, it all comes back to you. You were the one who marked her face, who interfered the other day, and put the rest of us in this position to start with. Anger rose up in Hannah. The wear and tear of traveling through time, combined with the worry and concern for those she loved, had been like an anvil strapped to her back. Sarah's words proved to be the final factor that pulled her over the edge. She set Lily down on the rug a few feet away from her and stood up. Without a moment's hesitation, she reached out and smacked Sarah across the face. The blow was nothing more than a pat. Sarah was so unprepared for it that she stood there motionless, her mouth hanging open as her mind tried to rationalize the past 30 seconds. Under any other circumstance, she would have grabbed the person's arm in mid-swing and broken it like a toy. Something about this girl was different. Besides her ability to travel through time and paint tattoos on people's faces, Some fragmented section of Sarah's brain had rebelled in the last nanosecond and stopped her from putting the girl into a coma or worse. This realization rattled around in her head like a tin can sliding back and forth in the bed of a pickup truck. She tried desperately to reach for it, to understand it and trace its origins, but her mind was on a curvy road, and it seemed that the brakes had failed. So yeah, that's a snippet from the rough draft. Here again, 103 days in. So I hope that you enjoyed that. That was the main focus of this video, was just to put a part of the draft up to satisfy my brother's insistent nature, and also as a thank you to him for the awesome gifts that he gave me the other day, and yeah, for coming by and hanging out and all that. So I hope you enjoyed that little piece. As I always say, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. More than anything for this video, I'll say, if you enjoyed the piece that I read or the reading itself, leave me a comment and let me know. If I actually get some comments on this video, I'll probably do more readings in the future. So there again, I hope you are all having a great night. I hope your writing is going well. I hope your stories are moving forward. Yeah, thank you for your time, and have a good night.